What do you think Jason's going to do when he finds out I'm checking the timing again?
Get kicked in the head really hard.
So just checking that we got a Toyota manual, very, very helpful, and making sure that in fact things do what the manual says they should do. And this, I think...
You're saying it wrong. There's actually a Portuguese person here. It's not manual. It's the manual.
Manual. So today we are going to RTFM while we put the engine together.
You want to do what to Manuel?
Okay. Que paso?
So it says that one, and that one should rock. That one is rocking.
Did you bring your feeler gauge? Raymond, where's your feeler gauge, Raymond? Raymond, you were bragging about a feeler gauge.
He wasn't he?
I do have one now.
How do you feel about that?
Indeed. Oh gosh, oops. I left it at home. What I want to do is just make sure that there is some clearance. It's better than no clearance. And that in fact the ones that are supposed to have clearance give clearance, which they do. I think the timing's right. Getting ignored.
And rightfully so.
And rightfully so. Oh, yes. There is.
Just
may I point out the slight?
Is he losing something?
May I point out the slight discrepancy?
Why is this the exhaust side?
No. If you look at the,
Yeah.
and then you look at the.
You were bragging about the size of your ports.
Well, hold on a second. It doesn't mean that we can't use a hole saw.
Get through that.
I know someone who's got a Dremel.
Yeah.
Are we back on this again?
We're back on the Dremel.
That would look pretty dope, though.
It would look really good, and it would sound.
Imagine how that would sound.
Although,
yeah.
you know, hold on, it did have twin 40s on it. The TRD version.
The TRD version, I was about to say.
Not this.
Not this
No,
one.
not
This
this
one
one.
had a stinky
This one has
OEM.
single 20.
Yeah, single summing.
Sounds like a car guard, just a single 20.
Stop rocking the motor. I want to see if we can get it just to fit. No, I can't. Damn it. But I think we need to go fuel injection, guys. Like in all honesty,
Yeah, it would be nice.
I think if fuel
You
injection
know, like
is
the sky is suddenly the limits when it's fuel injected.
Okay, version 2024.
But if it's going fuel injected, it's not going ITB because it's getting turbo.
Well, we can run turbo. No, we can run turbo on
ITB?
No, it's so much work.
Okay, so Raymond is at it again, checking, double checking. Yeah. But anyway, it is time to actually start finishing up and closing up this motor. We just need to set these tappets up and then basically get this head on, and motor should be ready for us to basically put it back into the car. So tonight we are going to be making our famous adapter plates that we did have.
Version 2.
Version 2.
This is the new and improved version.
Yeah.
Where is the old and stinky version?
Somewhere between here and there.
Yeah. Around.
It's around.
It's around.
It isn't lost, it's temporarily displaced.
Yes.
If they hiding the seat and it's funny.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, here we go. You put this through that acid bath, eh?
That's just the acid
Need to
ball, so
cut
this is
this.
just pure aluminium without the coating.
Looking good.
And that guy is going to be basically once done
Over there.
over there, and that's our adapter plate for our carb. And then of course our carb, which is
That one.
this big guy here, is going to sit there. So Seth gets to play with the power tools tonight. Grinder.
Is it because you're scared of them?
I'm a
or
bad
because you're
influence, okay? I can't look after kids.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it because you're scared of power tools or because you're an enabler? And I'm going to go with an enabler.
I choose danger, okay? I'm actually glad I'm using safety goggles. Because that shit hurts when it hits your face.
A drill press.
Yep.
I'm surprised we're not freehanding this.
Well, remember the last drill press that I used it to sharpen up the edges, which I'll probably end up by having to do again. Look, if it's skewed, don't blame me, blame Seth. He was the one who did the template.
Yeah, let's blame the 10-year-old.
Now that we've got all our auxiliary pieces ready to go into the car, it's now time to put the intake manifold on. And now that we have changed a lot to do with the fueling, we have changed it to a different carb. Now what we need to do is now fit an adapter plate so that we can have our aftermarket carb attached to our old intake manifold. A little bit of cutting, some grinding, and yeah, let's get this adapter plate made up and get it onto the car.
Now that looks like that. Okay guys,
Can you please stop putting things in holes? Look what that's got in you. Jason's not the only one who can play with fire.
What my neighbors see.
What really I'm doing?
Looks like the tables have turned. I no longer play with fire. I'm now the guy that reads the manual and sticks to the rules.
That moment of expertise where we say, don't try this at home.
Yeah, rather use a CNC machine.
Speaking of which, where are your safety squints to? Chop.
Washes.
I had them. Oh look, I've got both of them.
Yeah.
Just get that crap out of my eye there.
You've even got your night vision.
Yep.
And this side.
Progress is slow, but progress is progress.
Progress is being made. What you gotten up to?
Next question.
No, well, I mean, we got Hunt is in and Dizzy is in. We didn't catch that there.
Yeah, that's been timed. It's working. We're putting the tappet cover down.
That's brave words, eh?
No.
I found the right one for this.
Thank you, Seth. Now we need to find some washers. And now we're installing tappet cover, and then we're going to put on some manifolds and things.
Nice. We are busy giving manifolds and thermostat housings and that a little lick of paint over here. This one's going to get some of the can in a bit. Shaky cam is shaky. And
Rattle can for the win.
Yeah, no, come on. We just thought it's one of those 15-20 minutes. That thing is still open, by the way.
That's what I'm smelling.
Yes. Ew. I was like, I know that smell, but that's not a paint smell. Yeah. And I was like, oh wait.
That's the wrong type of gas.
Butane. Yeah. Great. So we'll give that a chance to dissipate before we strike a match. Good. I was hopeful too, don't worry.
It was going to be that heaven surround.
Yeah. Suddenly everything got really bright. That's not dark humor. It got bright for a second.
I don't spray paint my own parts. I get somebody else to spray it. If you want to see somebody make clear coat go white, I'm your guy. Give me a rattle can any day. I will paint everything with a rattle can. When it comes to a spray gun, not so much.
What happened, Jay?
I'm going home.
No, you're not. You parked all the way in the front. You can't get out.
Damn it!
I'd like to see the differences between the two motors.
Yeah.
If there's a massive difference, we race with the TRD motor, and then after the race, we turn this one into a TRD motor, copy paste. But when the cam's out, we'll check what the cam profile actually is. We'll check what the spring rates actually are, so that we've got data to be able to get stuff. But let's try this one first.
Okay, let's just see. Jay is popping his head in.
It's one of those things of, we understand you built the motor, Jason, but we don't want to use it. In the kindest of words, pretty much.
I'm actually going to counter his thinking with logic, sadly.
No.
So
No, do that.
Yeah, what's the logic? Because
The logic is it is a racing motor, an aged racing motor.
okay, yeah, it was a racing motor 40 years ago.
Correct. This was a non-racing motor 40 years ago.
That 40 years ago racing motor is equivalent of a Figo now.
Yes, 100%. All the little 1600 gets.
100%.
But it's still 34 kilowatts more than this one.
Okay, that's 34 kilowatts more than that one. At its prime, with the sideys, with the manifold, with the tuning.
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
yes. It's a carburettor.
it's many of those ponies have since escaped. All right.
No.
So
we rebuilt
but this one is going to be a lot closer to
254 kilowatts.
than what that one's going to be to its 83.
Sure.
Okay.
Also, that's 50 or 83 kilowatts or whatever it was at the coast.
No, sure, but this is the same.
Yeah, it's same losses.
it's like for
Same
like.
losses. Yeah, that's like for like. So that's negligible.
1,700 meters difference.
I'm going to have the endurance car argument with you now.
Yes, okay, fair argument.
Okay, which is also the reason why we're not going with twin 40s.
Because Miggz is also going to drive.
Well, we're going with
What's the
the
difference with me driving?
we're going with the DCD.
No, that's why we're scared to give you a good motor.
No,
I don't break the good motor, I break the bad
I've got trust in this engine. I've got trust in this man's engine fabrication building skills. I'm thinking there's a level of economy that needs to be maintained
Fair
for
enough.
24 hours.
Look,
So
we
it's
need-
not
we
about
need 2 hours.
outright power. We need 2 hours.
We need 2 hours on a tank.
So if you've got the energy for it, add medley here of Miggz explaining how many motors he's broken, and then me reverting back to the point.
Hold on,
But yes, I
hold on.
like the standard Toyota hardcore motor for
Hold on.
Miggz to race.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yes, I've broken a lot of motors, but how many cars have I owned? How many motors have I taken and doubled the power? Shit's gonna break.
So we have a serious back foot on the rest of the field out there. We've looked at the races, we can see the kind of numbers the guys are pushing. They're flying down the straights to the extent that they're sandbagging. And we've got 54 kilowatts in the bonnet. If I can find the other 30, let me have them. Let me have the extra 30 kilowatts. I'm going to have to concede though. The guys are right. We need the economy. We need the reliability. So let's just stick with all 50 kilowatts we're going to get out of this lump. I remembered to bring the tool today. So we can finally gap the tappets, and then that job is done. Double check it. Oh, that is beautiful. No, it's not.
I wanted to say that was that was bait.
That was a bit wide.
So having these too tight is bad because then your valves essentially don't close properly. Having them too loose and it just makes a whole big noise and you run a risk of bending and breaking things. So it needs a small little amount of gap in between there just to account for expansion and probably harmonics and everything as well.
What we want to do is, while we're driving around, we want to see how hot our oil is getting. So, temp sensor.
We're going to install it in the sump. Yeah. Well, maybe we put it in one of the lines, or sort of
Yeah, so you put it in like
oil filter or a sandwich plate or something of the sort.
Yeah.
We actually just want like the temperature of the
actual
oil.
motor oil.
Yeah, not
instead of it going through after the oil cooler back into the motor, then you're only getting what's being cooled, not what is actually getting picked up. So easiest route through the sump.
Yep. Not a strong moment for you, Jay.
Predictions, guys. When this video ends today, what shape will this motor be in?
Sump on, flywheel on. No intake though, because Jay is actually going to be taking the intake home to do a little bit of work on it. He's going to work on that sandwich adapter plate. We've got an idea of what's going to happen there, so he's going to do that.
So I'll predict what you said plus a gearbox.
You want to put the box on as well?
Let's put it on, then we know what fasteners we're missing. So if we can,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm down for that. Game?
sweet. Can allow on that workbench just now and crank it.
We're always so ambitious. It's actually cute. We sit and we come in and we say we want to get so much done and it's only going to take 15, 20 minutes. And each and every time we leave there with only 15, 20% of what we wanted to accomplish actually done. So this time it's probably going to be no different. We're going to run into a stumbling stone. We're going to run into some roadblocks. It's the nature of it. It's just how these projects go. I think that's been the story of this entire project, actually.
What should have been a quick engine build on a very simple engine is,
Like everything else.
like everything else, is taking time, and times are few, and it's ticking.
Yeah, September's no.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's around the corner. We need to hustle, and we still got suspension, brakes, and
Did you hear that, Miggz?
No habla inglés.
See now. That's what I need to happen when I'm trying to put it down.
because then air cleaner to car rests on this bracket here. Yes, with the oil cap in front.
Sweet. Let's fasten that car down. It to be known that I thought this was a terribly cock idea.
What, drilling a hole through the sump?
Yeah,
Ah, it's better for cooling.
putting an extra oil sensor in.
Yeah, quick oil changes.
Okay, Raymond, and then when you put the hole in the block,
Which block?
engine block,
No, that's Miggz's job.
Correct. What is it now?
He puts.
spontaneous involuntary disassembly.
Yeah. I'm just air cooling the motor.
Miggz,
Yeah.
do you remember when we stripped this motor in the very early days? A little clip fell out the clutch fork.
Yes, and I told you don't lose it because you can't get them anymore.
Yes. Then you put it somewhere safe, didn't you?
Define safe because I let you handle it, so is that safe?
No, I think you did it.
No, I think you did. I wouldn't have touched it because I got bad juju with those clips.
I think we. Oh, that's going to be a mess.
It's that clip that Toyota no longer stocks, eh?
Yeah, they stopped making it, I think, like in 2006.
Oh, that could be the we were standing here and then you kind of like swore at me like, don't lose this.
Yeah,
That's the one, yeah.
jumped out. And then he made a big deal over it. And then making such a big deal that you think to put it somewhere safe.
No, because I wasn't handling it.
Yeah.
Nikki not on.
Oh, jeez. Well, look. Okay, let's lift. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Oh, shit. I got it.
Okay, watch pickup, watch pickup, watch pickup, watch pickup.
No, we can't see.
Okay. That's good.
Okay, slide on this side.
Get your hand out from underneath it, please.
Wanted my hand back.
Oh, dude. Sorry. Okay, should we...
I'll leave it like that for now.
Well, what I was thinking was, if it lies like that, we can reach everything we need to work on. Well,
Stands free.
so when I say what I was thinking was, I just do it, and then it's done, and nobody can argue anymore.